Here's a look tonight at Kyiv, Ukraine. It's shortly after 1 a.m. there, about 19 hours after Russian troops began their attacks on Ukraine, ordered by Russian President Vladimir Putin. Today, President Biden held emergency meetings with global leaders and announced more sanctions on Moscow. Russia has launched a broad invasion by land and air, bombarding not just eastern Ukraine, but even deeper into the country. Amid reports of casualties, Ukrainian civilians are taking shelter underground. Missile strikes have largely targeted military installations and airfields.
Putin is the aggressor. Putin chose this war, and now he and his country will bear the consequences.
New sanctions restrict exports of some products from the U.S. to Russia. The goal here is to block Moscow's ability to acquire semiconductor chips and other technology. They also target Russian banks, freezing every asset Russia has here in the U.S. President Biden also deployed U.S. forces to Germany while reiterating his commitment that American troops will not be sent into Ukraine.
So what is America's responsibility in all of this, and why should we care? Experts say there are multiple reasons, starting with our involvement in NATO. The U.S. is one of 30 countries making up NATO. That's the North Atlantic Treaty Organization. Its purpose is to guarantee the freedom and security of its members through political and military means. Ukraine is not a member, but it wants to be. The reasons why it hasn't been granted membership are complicated. It's important to note, though, Putin doesn't want Ukraine to join NATO, claiming that Western influence would pose a security threat to Russia.
Putin has been somewhat obsessed with Ukraine for a while. He doesn't view it as being a separate nation from Russia. He doesn't view it as being a legitimate sovereign state. Putin clearly has aspirations toward returning Russia to the power that the Soviet Union held.
I spoke to UMKC Professor Rebecca Best earlier today. She says this goes beyond just Ukraine, meaning Putin's aspirations would impact other NATO countries, including Latvia, Lithuania, Estonia, Poland, and Romania, just to name a few. As a result, these countries and Ukraine are turning to us, the United States, for help, which is one of several reasons why she says Americans should care about this conflict.
We could start with the fact that there are over 40 million people in Ukraine. But on top of that, on top of the cost in terms of human suffering, Ukraine is an ally of the United States and of NATO. Again, Ukraine is not a NATO member, but it is a democratic country with a democratically elected government that is being targeted in large part because of its friendliness towards the West.
Again, you heard her say they are our ally. She points out the West's actions right now will determine just how far Putin pushes things into Europe, and this also will send a very important message to other totalitarian states who could make similar moves, including China.